So I learned something recently, and I can't believe I went my whole life without knowing this one thing. And now every single person I meet, I feel like I gotta enlighten them on the 20th president, James A. Garfield. Served 3 months, bro. Served 3 months. James A. Garfield, I thought he was a two-term president, and I thought nothing of it, dude. I thought nothing of it. And then one day I was on I was on Goodreads and I saw, oh, that looks like a good book to read. It's called Death of the Republic, Destiny of the Republic. I don't even fucking know, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Audible that bitch. And if you're a reader and you hear someone that is audibling, you don't fuck with that. You don't fuck with that. And I get it. I get it. I read, but I'm an Audible dude too. I'm an Audible dude too. But I was on the Goodreads. I saw James A. Garfield, Destiny of the Republic. I said, I want to read that. And then I didn't read that for about 2 years. I waited 2 years. And then one day I was like, you know what? Fuck it, dude. Let's do it. Let's do it. And I was pleasantly surprised how great of a novel. And I'm the type where I listen to audiobooks in like 7 month spurts, and I'll listen to like a chapter and it'll take me like 7 months. But this one, dude, this one hit different. It hit different. And my first victim was my wife. I just immediately was going in every chapter. I was like, baby, dude. Let me tell you, James A. Garfield, James A. Garfield, dude, James A. Garfield, he went to the Republican National Convention, Party of Abraham Lincoln, dude. The Party of Abraham Lincoln. Think of the times. Think of the times. Party of Abraham Lincoln at the time, dude. Come on. Come on. He went to the Republican National Convention to give a speech campaigning for someone else. And the speech was only 4.5 minutes, bro. 4.5 minutes. He gives a 4.5 minute speech. Crowd goes crazy. Dude's chanting, "We want Garfield. We want Garfield." And he's like, "No, no, 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 no. It's not me. It's Sherman, bro. It's Sherman. I'm campaigning for Sherman, dudes. I don't want this." And then it was Ulysses S. Grant and someone else. Ulysses S. Grant was running for a third term, bro. Running for a third term. And the votes initially were like 48, 40. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Don't fucking know. Don't fucking know. The last thing I'd want to do is give you wrong information here. I don't want to do that. But it was like seven candidates all had votes ahead of Garfield, and they didn't reach a majority. So then they had deliberations, and I think they voted on it, I want to say like 7 or 8 times. And each time Garfield kept getting a little bit more votes, a little bit more votes, a little bit. And mind you, dude, he only gave a 4.5 minute speech. And then finally, at the end of it, he won it. He fucking won it, dude. He won it. And now here I am. I'm in my fucking car talking about James A. Garfield. I got to enlighten everyone, dude. I'm just doing what his sweet baby Lucretia wanted, dude. Sweet baby, dude, sweet creep baby. Sweet creep baby wanted this to happen. And God forbid we talk about the man that fucking killed James A. Garfield. I will never say fucking Charles. Almost had me, bro. Almost fucking had me. But yeah, dude, he got murdered 3 months into his presidency. Dude was just a maniac. His name was Charles Guiteau. He was living on a commune where they were all smashing each other, and he was not getting any puss, bro. He wasn't getting any puss, and that's not what made him crazy. He wasn't getting any puss because he was crazy. None of the girls were fuck. Do you know how crazy you got to be if you're at a commune where everyone's fucking and no one wants to fuck you, dude? You got to be a slime piece, dude. And he was unfortunately a slime piece. I guess I don't want to say fortunately he was a slime piece because if Charles Guiteau wasn't a slime piece, where would this country be? You ever think about that? If Charles Guiteau wasn't a slime piece, where would we be? I wouldn't be here, dude. I wouldn't be here yapping. I'm here yapping, dude. But um yeah, and then he James A. Garfield got shot, and this was during the time where people thought germs were woke, to put in to modern day terms. They thought germs were woke. So He got shot in the middle of a train station, and then doctors were just going in there, sticking their fingers in his wound, dude, trying to fucking get in there and get the bullet. And um, yeah, I think there was a black fellow that pulled up, and he's like, "Yo, guys, there's been studies and there's germs," and they're like, "Shut the fuck up, dude. That's pussy shit, bro. What are you saying?" And he was just like, "All right." And long story short, after James A. Garfield died, it took him a month to die, bro. It took him a month to die. After James A. Garfield died, the autopsy revealed, yo, for one, you guys were looking on the right side for the bullet. Bullet was on the left side. How'd you guys fucking miss that? And the book tells you why. But we'll leave it at that. And then they're like, yeah, he died from an infection from you guys doing some shit. Like his whole body was failing from because they were sticking they kept doing it. They kept sticking their fingers, sticking dirty ass needles and rods into the fucking president of the United States. I know, I didn't want to spoil this about 7 sentences ago, but I'm about to spoil it. The reason was there was a doctor, and the doctor, his dad named him Doctor when he was born. So he was Doctor, and I forget his name, dude. Fuck him, dude. He can go down in history. Fuck him, dude. Doctor didn't want anyone working on him. So sweet Lucretia, James A. Garfield's wife, was deathly sick for like a few years. And she had a doctor that James A. Garfield really liked, but she wasn't there when he got shot. He got shot and they had to send a fucking telegram. Send a telegram. I still don't know what the fuck that is. Telegram. I guess people knew Morse code, bro. People knew Morse code and everyone wrote in cursive. Dude, my grandma would write me birthday cards in cursive, and I just simply couldn't read them, dude. I simply couldn't read them, and I'm ashamed to admit it. I'm ashamed to admit it. But they were telegramming his doctor, and she pulled up like a week later, and this doctor was already on it, and he's like, "No, I want to be the one to save the president. Fuck you guys." And then a full month. I mean, he got sick himself. He was going hard trying to save the president in all the wrong ways possible and ended up killing him, bro. Ended up killing him. And Charles Guiteau, to his credit, at his trial, he was like, I didn't kill him, bro. The doctor killed him. What are you guys talking about? What are you guys talking about? But it's a great book, Destiny of the Republic. Don't know if I'm getting the title right. I didn't read any of it. I listened to it, bro. A lot of good characters in there. And they did make a Netflix documentary about it, which pretty good, pretty good. Forgot what that was called too. I'm a very attentive guy. I'm a very attentive guy. Um, I don't really know what. Oh, dude, I got. I think it was food poison. I don't really know, bro. I don't know. It was either poisoning or norovirus. One of the two. Because my two members of my family were sick like a full week before I got sick, and I. So when I'm sick, this happens every time. Every time I've ever been sick, I have two thoughts that I can't stop thinking about. And this time I added a third thought that will probably, every time I'm sick moving forward, I will also be thinking about it. So the first two thoughts are, we'll go number one, why am I sick, dude? That's my number one. I'm like, dude, all I can think about is every time I'm not sick and how awesome it is to not be sick. And I was sitting there watching the Spurs Thunder game in a haze, just looking up, and I was like, "So you mean to tell me every person in there is not sick right now? Every person's not sick right now?" So that's thought number one. Thought number two is, and this is one isn't as fun. It's damn, I've been sick hella before, and I all I think about is every time I've been sick, dude, and I just play those moments over and over again in my head when I've been sick. I've had some tough ones. Not even most of them have been from self-induced. We'll just say that self-induced, self-induced. I think I had a Freudian slip there. Self-induced. Yeah, I was drinking fucking alcohol, dude. Getting sick. Um, Fun story. I used to live in the basement of a house built in 1917, and one of my buddy, it was on my birthday. I think it was like my 20th birthday, maybe 22nd. I don't fucking know. And one of my buddies decided to smoke a cigarette in my room while I was very, very sick. And yeah, gas on my room. Oh, cool. That's not cool, dude. That's not cool. Thought number three. Thought number three. Get past the degeneracy. Big word for me, bro. Come on. Come on. Thought number three when I was sick was James A. Garfield did this for a full fucking year, dude. Full month. Fuck. Fuck. He was tough though. Month or year, regardless. One tough son of a bitch, dude. One tough son of a bitch, man. One tough son of a bitch. And like I said, it blows my mind that I went my whole life not knowing about James A. Garfield. And I hope you guys enjoy yourselves reading and listening and watching and getting to know him. Like I've been getting to know him. All right, I'll shut the fuck up about that. Um, what's up? Been a fucking while since I'd been doing this. And honestly, not because I didn't want to do it. I think about doing pods all the time, but then I just like get home and I'm like, damn, I'm chilling right now. I'm just chilling right now. And there's this thing in my brain where I'm like, I gotta break that. I gotta just break that, make this a habit because I am not disciplined at all, dude. I'm not disciplined at all. Some things I'm extremely disciplined about. Blue light glasses, fucking rocking them, dude. Fucking rocking them. Watching TV, I'm like, dude, I need my fucking blue light glasses. Fucking dude. New thing I've been disciplined about. Fucking sell that shit right there, bro. I've been on the Toast Pacers grind, and I need to inform every man, woman, and child in America, shoes are bad for your feet. Look, I'm not being like walk around barefoot. I'm not saying that. I'm saying the modern day shoe is fucking narrow. It's constricting your feet, dude. It's constricting your feet. And I heard the analogy that shoes are like cast for your toes. Your toes are supposed, so I hate that I have to show my feet, but I'm gonna show my feet. So this part, the mid part of your feet of your foot, this is supposed to be more narrow than your toes. And if I took these off, I'm not gonna take them off because I'm disciplined as fuck, dude. My toes would not be like that. So, and I wasn't even having tremendous foot pain. I was wearing sorry, New Balance. I know we're made in America, dude, but you guys were fucking on my feet. You were fucking on my feet. I would just be walking and then I'd get a sharp pain in my foot, in the arc of my foot. I just go, oh, and then I'd be walking like with a limp. And I was like, this is no good. This is no good. And I was on Substack. I was on Substack Reels, bro. We'll get to that in a second. I was on Sub. Can't just drop you around Substack Reels without explaining yourself, I feel like. Um, I was on Substack Reels and I saw some shit about toe spacers and I was like, fuck it, let's try it. I'm on toe spacers and now I'm making wide-toed shoe or I'm wearing wide-toed shoes from China, so that's what I'm rocking with. I'm getting eyeballs at the gym. They're like, what in the fuck are those, bro? What in the fuck are those wide-toed shoes? Fucking get at me, dude. Fucking get at me. I'm not even trying to swag out. I'm trying to health out, bro. I'm not even trying to health out. I'm trying to fucking I don't know, man. I don't know. It's getting hot in here. It's getting hot in here. Main reason why I want to show the video was show the absolute grind I've been going through, dude. Absolute grind I haven't been going through, actually. Shit. Been a minute. Substack Reels, yeah. Um, I'm not saying this because I'm better than each and every one of you guys because I'm not, right? I have a tough time staying disciplined because I have a thought of something I want to do and it takes me a while to actually execute and pull it off. But I feel like at this time I'm pretty good and not going on any social media, dude. No social media. I've been on Instagram. I'm not even joking, probably three times this year, maybe even two. I went one time on my birthday and then one time a couple weeks ago because I was on a road trip. Um, so the only social media I have now is Substack. Substack and ESPN Reels, if you count ESPN Reels, dude. I'll be fucking grinding ESPN Reels, dude. fuck with me, dude. Um, but yeah, I am only on and Substacks. It's basically Twitter's leftovers, and then a bunch of people posting like long articles that I only read the title of. I'm sorry. I wish I could dive in there more, but my brain I something about the phone, dude. Something about the phone I can't fucking learn shit on the phone, dude. It's almost like they do that on purpose. It's almost like they do that on purpose. But yeah, I've been ripping the Substack reels, and it is what it is, dude. I don't know. But I will tell you about my one time on Instagram if you guys were curious. I was on a road trip, very long road trip, was sitting passenger side, and I was like, "Fuck it, dude. Let's see what's going on." Um, and I went in, dumbest fucking idea of all time. I went in, and I was like, you know what? I have all these random people that follow me because in seventh or eighth grade, I did shout outs for shout outs, dude. Younger generation will never know, dude. They'll never know. Did shout outs for shout outs, and I was following and unfollowing hella heads, dude. Hella heads. I had to get their ratio up, dude. Had to get their ratio up. And I just had some, honestly, I should have taken some screenshots, some fucking crazy accounts that hadn't been posted on since like 2013. And then just like a bunch of like European dudes in like Turkmenistan. I don't know, bro. So I had to get them out. Later, boys. And then I was like, you know what? There's all these people, dude. Why don't I check and see if these people are following? Let me go because I went through my following, sorry, I went through my followers. And I was like, let me go through the following and see how many people have unfollowed me. Because look, I have never given a fuck about that shit. Like, if you want to unfollow me, fuck it, dude. I don't care until I catch you, dude. It is what it is. But I started going through it, dude, and I was like, wow, I'm like hella depressed, dude. What? I haven't talked to you since like eighth grade, bro. Why would you why would you unfollow me? Why would you unfollow me? And then I was going through all these people and I was like, dude, you guys are connected with me on LinkedIn, bro. What do you don't want to see what I'm up to, but you want to see what I'm up to fucking businessly wise? That ain't a word. I'm getting fucking hot. But it's insane. It's insane. You're gonna unfollow me on Instagram, and dude, I don't care if you move to New York City and you're trying to be an influencer, bro. It's okay. Like, you don't have to unfollow me. No, no one's gonna go through your following list and see my goofy ass who haven't posted in like a year and a half, bro. No one's gonna care, you know. But no beef at all, bro. No beef at all. I get it. I get it. And I will say, not being on Instagram in a really long time and then hopping in, dude, you feel your brain actually changing. And it took me like a good 3 days to get out of the depression. It wasn't even depression. It was just like I felt like bleh, like my brain just felt weird. And then I had to get back on the grind of literally not doing anything. And people wonder, and sorry, I know I'm ranting, and this is what I'm supposed to be doing right now, but I still spend an ungodly amount of time on my phone. It's insane. One can only check the ESPN app so many times, dude, so many times. Um, I know this is people get fucking weirded out showing their screen time. My screen time, I'm trying to get below 2 hours. I'm trying to get below 2 hours right now. I'm probably at around like four and a half, probably like four and a half. And if you are well above that, just remember I'm 4.5 hours no social media on my phone. What could I be doing? What could I be doing? Like I said, one can only check the ESPN app so many times. I know what I'm doing. Sorry. Been hooked on the local news app. Got on the local news app nonstop first thing every morning. Local news app, seeing what's going on. Some crazy shit, dude. And then also some great things come out of it. I wouldn't have known about a food truck festival going on. Wouldn't have known that if I was off social media. Riddle me that, dude. Riddle me that. Yeah, what the fuck else do you guys want to talk about? Because I'm starting to fog up. Blood, sweat, tears, dude. Blood, sweat, tears. I will say, I'm on the Zoom, bro. Why does everything have AI now? I get it. It's the next fucking thing, but My God, dude, do I really need an AI bot for Zoom? I don't use Zoom that much, but God forbid I use my brain. That's my biggest worry is God forbid I use my brain, dude. That's what I feel like all these AI companies are like, hey, dude, just don't use your brain, bro. Just use us. And then I'm supposed to be like, you know what? You're right. Let me not use my brain and just use you. All right, dude, I'm fucking ranting. I'm ranting. Kids are good though. My kids are good, by the way. If you guys are wondering. Um, they're real good. I hit I come on here and I'm like, damn, I got nothing to talk about. And then I'm like, I got everything in the world to talk about. What do you mean? Fucking head coach of the T-ball team again, dude. Head coach of the T-ball team. This this year was a lot better than last year. If you're new to the page, I deleted a lot of episodes and I'm debating on if I want because I'm dripping sweat now, guys. I'm dripping sweat. Should I should I top off? Should I top should I top off and talk about fucking mail order bride looking ass? I'm gonna take the top off, dude. Fuck it. I mean, you guys can't see this. Fucking sauna in here. Um, so about my son's t-ball team last year. All right, so I got volunteered to be the head coach, which cool. Like my wife was like, "You're really complaining about being the head coach of your son's first, sport team," and I was like, "You know what? You're right. We'll have fun." And I look young now. A full year ago, I looked even younger. Not like anything crazy, but I still looked extremely young. I didn't have this chin strap, and I was the head coach. And then on at our first t-ball meeting, I was like trying to be like, hey, I'm the head coach, trying to be, everyone's like, dude, it's fucking 3-year-old t-ball. Who gives a shit? Just fucking throw a ball and they'll do whatever. And I was like, you know what? You're right. However, so I had two assistant coaches. One of the assistant coaches showed up to the first parent meeting with not just a clipboard, but a clipboard that opens up and you can put like markers and shit inside of it. You know what I'm saying? One of those clipboards with about 7 pages worth of questions front and back. And then he handed it to me. He's like, hey, just look at these over, or whatever. And I was like, all right, he's just one of those parents hella attentive. Well, fast forward. I'm gonna skip out a lot of this because, dude, I'm sweating my fucking yeah. Uh, I'm not thinking straight, dude. I want to give you the story. I want to give you the fucking story as best I can, but I'm not thinking straight right now. Um, Fast forward towards the end of the year, and my boy had a fanny pack filled with gummy worms and a dog clicker. And every time any of the kids did anything, well, he clicked. Sorry, it was only his son, so he had two twins. Probably saying a little too much about him, and he would click the toys and give them fucking gummy bears, gummy worms. It was insane. It was actually insane, and he got into a fight the 1 week I was gone. The 1 week I was gone 1 week for the birth of my fucking daughter. And I shouldn't say my fucking, I love my daughter so much. For the birth of my sweet, lovely, I love you so much daughter. And I was gone for 1 week. Him and the other assistant coach got in an argument, I guess. And then the next week they start screaming at each other. And I'm like, oh my gosh. We already had like two or three kids quit. I didn't really think anything of it. I kind of had a feeling it was about this one guy, but so I had to call him. I had to call him afterwards, and because there's no way this guy could come back, they were beefing too hard. Um, Mind you, these guys are probably 20 years older than me, beefing with each other, and I'm calling him. I'm like, dude, this is 3 and 4-year-old t-ball, and he was telling me, if a lawyer came in, because he was hella worried that the other assistant coach's son was too big and he was hurting players when he wasn't, bro. He was just a dog and he was hitting fucking dingers, dude. What do you want to do about that? Um, he was like, if someone sued us, we would be held liable for any injuries. He can't be on the team. We can't have it. And I said, dude, This is 3 and 4 year old T-ball, my guy. It's 3 and 4 year old T-ball, my guy. No one's suing anybody. Um, I'm leaving a lot out because I don't like showing my body, dude, but I'm glistening right now. I'm not gonna talk about it. This is what discipline is right here. This is what discipline is right here. Um, Mail-in order bride looking ass. I was calling him that because the first time I met him, I was like, damn, he definitely has a mail-in order bride because that's what he looks like. So I could start calling him mail-in order bride looking ass. And he definitely didn't. So that was on me. Don't ever be judgmental about anyone having a mail-in order bride. You'll regret it. You'll regret it. All love though. All love. Some people just are wired different. I said, hey, we'll leave it. Hey, we're here about, you know, we're here to. I think I'm getting high off heat right now. I'm not gonna lie, but we'll leave you with this tidbit because that's what we're here to do. We're here with tidbits. Put yourself in other people's shoes. That's what James A. Garfield said. If you want to know where that one came from, put yourself in other people's shoes. And that's what I did with mail and order bride looking ass, and here we are. Here we are. Egghead fucking glistening on the TV, dude. All right. Oh, I open up the fucking car door, guys. All right. See ya.